Good morning. I'd like to welcome everyone. We have several items for today, and I'd like to invite up first Dave Blavel from the Northside Neighborhood Association and Chief Martin. They have a presentation to make Sure, Sam, come up. I know you're part of the Northside Neighborhood Association, June. So.
Good morning, Lima. Northside Neighborhood Association established a reward fund about 4 years ago, and we've only used it 3 times. We haven't used it for over a year, so we decided to donate the money to LPD's general fund. They can use it however they wish to use it. And with that, I'd like to present this check to Chief Martin.
Thank you. Chief, any remarks?
Well, yes, I'd like to certainly say thank you to the Northside Neighborhood Association and just remind people that as we're trying to ramp up our community policing efforts, again, back to a level closer to where they were in the late 90s, so much of community policing is based on that police-community partnership. Again, we so very value the relationships that we have with all of the neighborhood associations, and certainly that includes the Northside Neighborhood Association and that partnership that we have with those neighborhood associations. This certainly is a very tangible example of the partnership, but as we go forward with improving our community and making our community better, we certainly want to just acknowledge our need to partner with the entire community and certainly with the neighborhood association. So thank you.
Very good. Thank you for your generous support. Chief asked me yesterday, do you have any idea why they're doing this? And I said, because they like you. And it's really, it is evidence of the partnership that's there, and it's not only in this form, but there are continuing dialogues with all of the neighborhood associations that meet regularly with the police department and strategizing to solve issues. Community policing is about building relationships and problem solving, and I think this will go a long way to assisting with that. So thank you very much. Doug Durliat's here from Rhodes State College with a couple of announcements. Doug?
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to just preview the upcoming season for our Basic Manufacturing Pathway class, which again we'll be offering at no charge to students. The first one is scheduled to start next week at Lackham, and it'll be an evening class on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. The different twist to this is we've got a new instructor in our pool of instructors in this program. Warner Roach might be a familiar name to you. He was a past Human Resources Director at the Procter & Gamble plant here in Lima. And he has 30-some years experience in human resources and safety in the workplace and things along that line. So we're happy to have him on board, not just to teach the curriculum of the class, but also offer his insights on some tips on landing a job, how to structure your resume, and then also give some real hard-hitting anecdotes on why safety in the workplace is so important. He has some pretty fascinating stories, so we're looking forward to having him on board to teach some of those classes. The other thing I'd like to preview is the annual Auto Task Force Summit. And it'll be held on Friday, September 11th at Rhodes State College in the new Multipurpose Center. And the agenda includes the likes of Medicote Corporation CEO Jeff Orovitz. He'll be talking about the history of their company and then how they've evolved over the years from working out of a garage to being a multinational corporation. One of the high points of these auto summits in the past has been addresses by gentlemen from the CAR, the Center for Automotive Research, Bernard Swickey. He and another colleague will be talking about trends in the global automotive market. And Bernard's attracted quite a following. We have quarterly teleconferences where he gives the latest trends in the global automotive market, and this is done in a teleconference format. And he's developed quite a bit of a following from several companies, economic development, and local government officials when we hold these things during the balance of the year. And he and another colleague Kristen, hard to pronounce her name, D-Z-I-C-Z-E-K, is that Zizek?
Not sure.
I'd like to buy a vowel pat. Anyhow, she'll be accompanying him and giving an address during this Auto Summit. Another interesting part of this program, Scott McLemore from Honda of America, he's going to be talking about a program they call EPIC. It's actually a program, also they have a mobile unit. We're not sure if they'll be able to bring this mobile unit to Lima on the 11th. But what EPIC is, it's something to address the skills gap in manufacturing. And what they're doing is promoting skills in the STEM area and in other manufacturing endeavors, as well as the junior high level, the high school, and the community college level. And he's got some samples of what this program entails. Hopefully we get the grand prize, and they do bring the mobile unit up here for people to take a look at. And then Jeff Sprague, the president and CEO of Allen Economic Development Group, is going to be giving a preview of Maker Fest, which is coming up fast. It'll be on the weekend before Thanksgiving at the Civic Center. And what this does, it showcases manufacturing, students in manufacturing, and a lot of different types of events being planned. And I don't want to take away his thunder, but he'll be giving a sneak preview of the Maker Fest event coming up later in November. There is a $30 registration fee. It includes a continental breakfast and a lunch, and of course admission to the entire program, which will run from about 9 o'clock a.m. to about 1 o'clock p.m. And again, it's at the Multipurpose Center on the campus of Rhodes State College.
We have, I think, demonstrated that this format provides an informational resource to a broad variety of businesses that are involved in the automotive industry. And there's a wide supply chain established in our region, keeping them well informed about what's happening in the auto industry is really an essential part of the Auto Task Force purpose. And our membership with the Automotive Communities Program at the Center for Automotive Research gives us the opportunity to bring really expert individuals here to provide us with up-to-date information. And one of the things, obviously, that's underway right now that I think has everyone paying attention is the fact that the UAW is beginning its labor negotiations with the Big Three, and that has consequences both for Ford, GM, and Chrysler, but it also has consequences for the downstream supply chain. And so we're one of the topics that will be addressed at the Auto Summit will be an assessment of what the issues are and a forecast of where folks believe things may move. We were to have another guest here this morning. They have not shown up, so I think with that, that's the conclusion of today's press conference. We appreciate your being in attendance. Thank you very much.